BM in their bio, which is short for Save Yourself Black Man. Those dudes are tricks. These dudes have a firm understanding that they're so socially awkward and so socially inept that they need to pay to have access to coochie. Thing is, they're so broke that they can't afford the cost of women sex workers here in the United States. So these dudes with warehouse jobs, these are the type of Negroes that work on the line up there in Detroit in the car plants. They take their little 35, 40K overseas because it stretches longer.
Talking about how they are sick of women in America and how they're going to get their passports and go overseas and find them a wife. Well, the truth of the matter is you don't want a wife. You want a slave. You want a maid. You want a personal assistant. These women are in dire financial need. And it sickens me that you get online and vocalize and brag about getting your passports and going to these countries with these to get a wife who needs a green card to escape extreme poverty. Whether you pay her family, whether you pay her, no matter what the circumstance is, she is in a dire situation. How dare you capitalize off of the fact that this woman just wants to live and thrive.
Yo, it's official, like a referee with a whistle. Yes, sir. Like and share the video. You know, we're going to do like we always do, man. We're going to talk and go out and make it happen. You know? That's what we do over here. We don't just talk. We're action takers over here. You know? That's what I'm known for. That's what you should be known for. You know? It's not enough to just talk. You gotta be an action taker. Yep. You know? Especially in this especially in North America. Because it's you know, it's doggy dog out here. You know, that's all I ever seen. I haven't seen anything that were I haven't seen peaches and cream. No, I've never seen a perfect world. You know, I've never seen it before. Now, if you know where there's a perfect place at on this planet, call me and let me know. I want to know. I want to know where this perfect place there is that I can live in peace without being harassed, discriminated, don't got to deal with racism, you know, don't got to deal with none of the isms. When you find this perfect place for me and you, call me and let me know. Because I'll be on the first flight to that place immediately. This is the perfect place, you know. I haven't found it yet. I'm still looking for it. You know, if you find it before me, let me know. Don't keep it a secret. Shit. I'm still looking for the perfect place, man, out here. I'm looking for that paradise, that dream, staycation that they call. I'm looking for it, man. I haven't found it yet. Every time I think I found it, I'm like, damn. No. Every time I think I found that perfect place, guys like, God damn, they're doing that over here too. Damn. I haven't found it yet. I'm still looking for it, man. But I'm an optimist, man. I'm an optimist. You know what I'm saying? I'm an optimist. I'm a practical thinking guy that just happened to be optimistic, man. I never give up. What they say, keep hope alive. Who said? Jesse Jackson. Fuck that bullshit. Jesse Jackson said that shit. Fuck out of here. But I don't when I'm out and about traveling or whatever, and this is for anybody, not just me. If you're by yourself a lot, that kind of makes you an easy target. You can be, especially if people know who you are. And I'm kind of a lonely drifter. I don't hang around a lot of people. I don't now I know a lot of people, but I don't hang around a lot of people. I don't roll with a crew, anything like that. So that means if anything happens while I'm out and about, I'm gonna have to handle it. You know what I'm saying? And me being a veteran, I know how this shit go out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not naive or ignorant like most people when it comes to certain situations. So I know how things can happen. And even when you're right, you still can be wrong. Even if you're defending yourself, you still end up being wrong in the long run. I know how this shit go, See, I look at it like when I leave the house where I live, I look at the world like it's a battlefield. It's a battle. And my job is to make it back home, point blank period. And by any means necessary, So this is why I'm very particular who I hang around. Because if I'm around somebody that don't have my morals, my standards, I don't feel comfortable being around anybody like that, especially if they don't have empathy, compassion, if their morals are not in line with mine. I can't afford to be around anybody that's like that, because that might put me in a compromising position. It's kind of like if we're on a battlefield, we're out and about kicking it, and if you flying straight and I'm riding dirty, see, that puts you in a compromising position now if something happens. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even want to I don't even want to. I don't even want to be and I don't even want to be around that. You know, I don't want to be around that. So this is why, like today, and things that happen in society today, a lot of things that I hear and see, I don't want to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a part of a lot of shit. A lot of things I hear and see, I disagree 100%. You know, it's like, because it's like if you give them an inch, they take a mile. You know, like your beliefs don't have to be my beliefs. Your way of thinking don't have to be don't have to be my way of thinking. I don't have to force my way of thinking on you for us to coexist and get along. But today, if you disagree with something somebody say, they call you a hater. If you don't want to go along, you're a troublemaker or a hater or anti what? I don't know. There's all kinds of the shaming tactics that they use come into play. No, I just don't want to be a part of it. That's all. I just disagree with it. It's okay to disagree. It's okay to disagree. You know? And a lot of times you have certain guys that, and this is like the majority of guys today. The majority of guys you see today are passive aggressive. Whatever the woman says, he go along with it. I'm like, no, I can't go along with everything. Goddamn. You know, I'm just, because, you know, it seems like sometimes that we know there's a lot of double standards, but they're taking this shit too far today. I mean, what one man says is taken out of context, but if the same guy says but if a different guy says the same thing, it's no problem. Nah, so it's like you can't really win. And if you want to try to please people, you can't really win. You can't please everybody. You got to do what's in your best interest. You got to live your life. You know? And you got guys today act like women today. And a lot of this has to do with who raised them. Unfortunately, a lot of us didn't have the best role models growing up. Some people had, if the dad was around, he wasn't shit. So I don't know what's worse. Having a dad around that didn't teach you shit, or not having a dad around at all. I don't know which is worse, to be honest. You know, I don't know which is worse. You know, some guys, their dad was around, but he didn't really teach them shit. He just was there for 18 years or 20 years until he left the house, you know, and them same guys grow up and they just kind of doing what everybody else is doing. They're like sheep. They'll stab you in the back for anything. They'll stab you in the back at the job. They'll stab you in the back for women. They'll stab you in the back for money. They'll stab you in the back for anything. You know? And they'll lie for anything. And these are like the majority of guys. These guys are everywhere. You can't run from these guys. They're on TV. They're at the job. They're at the restaurant. They're at the airport. They're on the plane when you're boarding. These guys are everywhere. You can't run from these guys. They're like roaches. You know? And you know, they'll say stuff like happy life, happy wife. Like, when I hear stuff like that, I cringe. When I hear guys say stuff like that, I'm like, what planet are you on? What? Are you crazy? You know, stuff like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't even know what that means. And I don't know. I can't even. A lot of people are saying things. I'm like, I can't even relate to that shit. I don't know, man. You know, and they're saying stuff and doing that. You got guys that are putting on and even dressing like women now. You putting on something that look like a dress, and some of them are putting on a dress and wearing heels, and I mean, what's going on, man? I can't. And if you say anything, hey, I don't like that shit. That shit ain't cool. Oh, you a hater. I'm a hater because I don't like how you dress and how you look. Okay. You know, what part of manhood is that? You know, I don't know, man. I don't like. I can't be around guys that's acting like a woman. I mean, we don't have nothing in common. And what used to happen when I was in my 20s, I used to hang around a lot of guys, and our morals and values were not in line. But I let it slide. I kind of tolerated it for a while because, you know, I didn't want to be by myself when I was in my 20s. You know, I used to roll. I like to roll deep, you know, when I was in my 20s. I like to be around a lot of people when I was younger. But by the time I hit like my 30s, early 30s, I was like, the hell with this shit. Some of y'all dudes is lame. Some of y'all dudes is doing shit that I can't rock with. You know, it can be something as simple as like going to the club, you know, and he pulling out his cash, flashing and tricking off. I'm like, bro, you gotta relax. This is you're doing too much, bro. You know, and then he assumes that I'm cool with that type of behavior. You know, he's talking shit to every woman and just being rude and disrespectful. And he's even spanking women on the ass, and everybody can see this shit. This is in public now. I'm like, bro, you gotta relax. It's not like we ain't from here now. We out of town. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we in my home city or where I live at. No. You know? I mean, I'm like, bro, you gotta relax, bro. You know? Shit like that. That shit type of shit used to happen a lot when I was in my 20s. I mean, I had to tell some guys, you need to pipe that shit down, bro. You know, like, come on, man. So one time I was done with doing that in the 20s. When I hit 30s, I didn't care. I'm like, look, if I'm by myself, cool. You know, I'll be the lonely drifter out here. And I've been that way ever since. You know, if there's some guys and even some women I can't roll with. You can't take everybody everywhere. That's just how that shit is. That's what I learned. What's cool to someone else might not be cool to me. You know, that's how that shit is. You know, you got guys, a lot of guys, I'm going to say the majority of guys out here, they're straight up cowards, man. You know, they're afraid of the wife, afraid of the boss at work, they're afraid of the preacher at church, they're afraid of, they might be afraid of the kids. You know, it's like, come on, man. I mean, at some point in your life, you're going to have to take a stand. You know, I mean, God damn. I got to a point where I was like, yo, I can't live like this no more. I can't let another man or woman kind of be in control of my livelihood. This is my life. I gotta take control. I gotta have control of my life in as many aspects as possible. So I was like, if I have to let go something, you know, sometimes you got to take a step back before you take a step forward. So that's what I did. Some shit I had to let go. Some people I had to let go. And it was worth it. It worked out. See, there's always a sacrifice. There's no free lunch. You know, there's no free lunch. There's always going to be a sacrifice in order to attain freedom. Freedom ain't free. Freedom ain't free. If you want to be free, if you want to have options to do what you want, be around the people you want, create more opportunities for yourself in order to take care of you and your family and your friends, you're going to have to it has to be some type of sacrifice. That's just how it goes. See, but a lot of guys and gals, they don't want to do that. They don't want to let anything go. They don't want to let anything go. You know, they'll just make a bunch of excuses or whatever. And a lot of guys, especially, a lot of guys blame everything on a woman. They don't want to take responsibility for anything. Anything that happens in their household, they just want to blame somebody else. You know, it can't, well, she was this, he's just dumb, he don't like to study. It's always somebody else's fault. He had very little to do with it. That's how most guys are, you know? So instead of taking responsibility for what goes on in his household, well, he just wants to get away from it and go get a passport and get on a plane. That's the solution for most guys. When shit goes to hell in their household, they'll be like, oh, fuck this. It ain't work out. You know, it ain't worth saving. And it's never worth it. You hear a lot of that, especially online. It ain't worth it. You know, you gotta push back. I mean, you gotta fight back. There's no fighting a lot of these guys. You know, some guys today can know somebody is going out of their way to offend them or maybe do something to them that they don't like. Somebody trying to get at them. And they'll fall back. They'll be like, oh, man, it ain't worth it. I don't know what's going on with them. You know, and that person might fuck his wife and do all type of random crazy shit to him. And he'll be like, it ain't worth it, man. I'll pray on it. I'll pray for him, this and that. I'm like, come on, bro. You let that man come to your house and raise hell. It could be a man or woman. Come to your house, raise hell, and and you ain't done nothing about it. And not only that, he went to your parents' house and raised hell. You know, you do nothing, absolutely nothing. You just let it go. You're like, it ain't worth it. Because the reason why you didn't do anything, because you're a coward. You're a coward, you know, and this happens all the time. Instead of saying, hey, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have been with that woman in the first place. So now what I got to do to clean this shit up? They don't do that. They'll be like, oh, fuck this shit. That bitch, she ain't shit. They'll just move on to the next girl. And the next girl is usually worse. The next girl is usually worse than the first girl he's with, you know? And it becomes like shit starts spinning out of control. It becomes like being on a hamster wheel for a lot of these guys. Because a lot of guys act like women today. You know, if you talk to some women, she can be a hood rat, you know, she can be a bottom of the barrel bitch, but she'll swear that she deserves a quality guy, right? She feel like, well, I don't got to do nothing. All I got to do is look good. And the guy is automatically supposed to show up. A lot of guys are acting like that. A lot of guys and women think that, oh, I don't got to do no work on myself. I don't got to do anything, you know, as a person. All I got to do, look good, show up, talk some bullshit that you can't back up, by the way, you know, and hey, I'll be fine. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. No. See, you can talk all that big talk all you want, but eventually it's going to catch up with you, and then you're going to be exposed as a fraud. This happens all the time. You know, people talk big talk. All them rah-rah dudes be like, yo, I'm doing this show. I'm doing big things. And man, shut up. You can't back up all that shit you talking. Stop it. And see, women get caught up into that rah-rah talk because women get caught up on words, what guys be talking about all the time. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that's usually how it go in today's climate. You know, a lot of guys talk that rah-rah talk, talking about they whisper in a woman's ear and say all the good shit. And by the time he hit 2 or 3 times, he don't really got nothing else to show. By that time, he gonna be exposed. And the woman gonna be looking at him like, wait a minute. I thought you said you were doing this and you were into that. He was like, no, yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it, girl. Give me time. Work with me. You know. You know, see, that's what women do. That's what women do. Women do shit like that. They'll lie and say, "Oh, I love to travel." Now, she didn't say she travels. She said she loved to travel. That's 2 different things. But we'll take it as, oh, she travel all the time. Hell no. She looking to meet a guy so y'all can travel together. That's what she's really looking for. Because 9 times out of 10, if she haven't traveled yet, she probably can't afford it. That's what that is. So if you're the type of guy that come in and say, hey, you done travel all over the world, like me, but I don't be telling motherfuckers that shit. I play down on a lot of stuff. You know, when I meet people, I don't tell them nothing. I don't say anything. I don't reveal no accomplishments. You gotta stay around me for a while to get that, you know. But You know, that's usually how it is. So you got men and women doing the same thing out here. That's why a lot of relationships crumble. They don't last very long because men and women are doing the same thing. So it's like a train wreck. You know, you got passive aggressive guys. You know, they kind of go with the flow. Go with the flow. Take what you get. Take what you can get. Dude, you know, old people used to say that bullshit line. Say, take what you can get until you can do better later. Bullshit. Hell no. I take what I want to take. I'm not taking I'm not doing anything now until late. How long I'm supposed to go doing that shit? I mean, that's some of the worst advice ever. That's almost worse than happy wife, happy life. I cringe when I hear some phrases like that. I'm like, what? What do you think this is? What world do you live in? You know, and you have a lot of guys that are simps, wimps, that kind of go along with that. You know, if they'll hear what I'm talking about and they'll be like, oh, come on, man. You don't really believe that, do you? Yeah. Yeah, I actually lived this. Yeah. They're like, come on, man. Yeah. You can ask him. He's been on me for a long time. And be like, yeah, he actually, yeah. He's official, yeah. You know. It's hard for them to believe because they've been lying all their life about everything. You know, because a lot of people, they don't really have much to show. They've been living, I don't know how long, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Most people don't have very much to show for anything. They've been selfish their entire life since they've been living. They haven't helped anybody out. They've been basically, if they helped anybody out, it's been themselves. And that ain't much. Because, you know, a lot of guys get distracted. There's a lot of distractions out here. Oh, yeah. You know, and a lot of guys, not only are they passive aggressive, they're selfish. Well, we know women are selfish. We know that. We know how selfish women can be. And that's, you know, we don't even need to talk about that shit. We'll be here all night. But us as guys, we have to lead. We have to become better leaders. You know, women are not going to be better leaders. Women don't know what leadership looks like. Look, just because you did something or you accomplished something, that doesn't make you a good leader. No. Now, just because you accomplished something, you got a couple cars and a house, a job, that don't make you a good leader. No. Those are lies. You know, those are lies that guys tell each other. They'll say stuff like, well, if you're a good provider, you're a good leader. No. No. Those are lies. Even women, they'll lie to you too. Oh, he pays all the bills. That don't mean shit. You can find any fool to pay your bills. If you look halfway decent and got a personality as a woman, you know, you ain't got to be a good woman to get somebody to pay you can be a hoe and get somebody to pay your bills. Hey, hoes understand guys better. Yeah, and we love hoes. Stop playing. We love the hoes. They're fun. They understand guys better. They get along with us better. They're fun to be around. You know, don't stay around them long though. That's how you get caught up. And you can be close, but not too close. You know, see, we start to fall in love with the hoe. No, that's how you get caught up. Oh, no. You can be close, but not too close. If you know what I mean. And see, the hoes, they understand this. You know, now every once in a while you have a hoe that will fall in love and catch feelings. Either the guy is a pimp, or he got macking, pimping characteristics like me. You know, the hoes will fall in love then, but it's gonna be a struggle because she's gonna be trying to fight you off. It's gonna be a struggle, boy, because they got feelings too now, but they're just they're damaged. They're damaged women. For something probably happened to them when they grew up. Who knows, man? Probably got raped, molested, beat up. Who knows? But they're damaged, you know. But she knows that she's not supposed to catch feelings because she got other guys and she's getting shit out of these other guys. So if she catch feelings for you, she won't be able to do what she does with the rest of the guys. That's why the hoes don't like catching feelings. But every hoe got this one guy, maybe one, two, but at least one, that she cares about his well-being. Now, she might not necessarily love him, but she cares about him. And ask me how I know. I know this. Yeah, I got one right now. She cares about me just as a person. And let me tell you how I know. Because every time I come around her, she's always helpful. She's always telling me something that I never thought about, or she's always telling me something that could help me do whatever I'm doing now. A lot of these other women, they're not thinking like that. These other women that I know, most of them are not giving me any advice or telling me anything that I don't know. They're just sitting around acting like they're a fucking cheerleader or some shit like that. You know, now every guy knows if a woman is really down with them, if a woman actually cares about him. You might be in denial, but every guy knows deep down, regardless of how you feel about her, you know if this woman cares about you. You know it. You might be in denial. You might be like, man, that's just how she is. But she don't give a fuck about you. You know? And let something happen to you and see how she responds, see how she acts. That's when you really get a wake-up call. You know? And a lot of times it happens that way because you were too passive. You let shit slide. You want to be the nice guy. You know, you don't want to rock the boat. You thinking about you let them shame you, make you feel bad, and your family, and you get involved. Fuck your family. Look, let me tell you something. I'm not living for my family. When I leave the house, I'm not thinking about my family when I get in my car and drive. I'm not thinking about my family. I'm thinking about doing what I got to do and making it back home. I'm not thinking about my family when I get on a plane or check into a hotel when I go out of town. I'll deal with the family when I get back. I'm not thinking about my family wherever I go in this world. The family is the last thing on my damn mind. Because when I'm out and about, I'm in the battlefield. It's kind of like me being in the military. I'm on the battlefield. We're at war. I ain't thinking about my wife or the kids back home. No, if I got to do that, that's going to affect me, what I'm doing right now. So if I have to worry about you and what you doing, well, I got to get rid of you because you become a liability. You become a liability. You know? Oh, that ain't gonna work. That's not an asset. You know, and a lot of us have people around us, have women around us that we should have got rid of a long time ago, but we don't have the balls to do it because we think as long as I got something better than nothing. Bullshit. Something better than nothing. Pfft, fuck that. No. I'd rather be by myself than to be around somebody that's just there. Somebody that don't care. I know don't care nothing about me. They've demonstrated that they don't care about you. I mean, it's obvious they don't. I'm talking like it's so obvious they can't even fake it no more. They can't even fake it no more. And the older they get, these women can't fake it. The older they get exposed. They can't be nice to you no more when they get older. Either she's in or she out. An older woman can't fake it. They can't be nice to you no more. They be like, I can't take it no more. I can't be nice to you no more. I can't stand them. That's usually how it goes. You know, now when they're younger, they can try to, they can fake it and, fake it till you make it or whatever. When they get older, shit, them relationships over. That's usually how that shit is. Because they never really liked being around the guy in the first place. Or maybe you didn't like being around her in the first place. You just maybe you like having sex. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was the only thing y'all had in common. And the kids came about and y'all just stayed together for the kids. But you not, or her not like being around you, it was just too much to handle for her or for you. So some people be like, they're like, man, they get fuck them kids. I'm out of here. They can't take it no more. Because that's always the excuse that people make. Oh, I got to stay for my kids, man, or whatever. I want to be a good example for your kids. But if the relationship is toxic and y'all can't get along, you're arguing all the time in front of the kids, well, that's a bad example for kids. So a lot of times y'all better off just going your separate ways and go get another woman. You can go get another woman and have a good example for your kids. It don't gotta be her. Hell, you the man. It don't gotta be just her. She ain't the only woman in the world. And you can get a better woman than her. That was the start of bitch. That's the start of marriage. You know? Yeah, come on, man. A lot of guys be like, oh, I'm stuck. No, you stuck because you want to be stuck. You stuck because you want to be stuck. You don't think you can do better because you don't think you deserve better. That's all that is. The older we get, the more established we tend to get. I mean, if you're on your grind, you know. But if you're one of those guys that just sit around and you comfortable, you don't have no goals, aspiration to do better, well, that's on you. You know, guys like that they usually throw in the towel. Dumb guys usually are the passive aggressive types, simps. They'll sit around and make every excuse in the world why things didn't go better for him. Man, I wasn't raised right. My mom used to beat me when I was growing up. Motherfucker, that's 35 years ago. You have to learn to get past that shit. Go to counseling or something. You can't keep living in the past, man. Just because your dad spanked you or whatever, or he went around, you know, he didn't like you as much as you know, maybe he didn't give you miss a few hugs and whatever. Come on, man. How long you gonna keep doing that shit? And you gonna pass that shit down to the next generation and they're gonna be fucked up just like you fucked up. Come on, man. I mean, look, in life as a man, you gotta deal with certain things. And a lot of times it's not easy. But that's part of being a man. You got to deal with certain things that you might not want to deal with. You got to talk about certain things you might not want to talk about. And it's going to be uncomfortable sometimes. But you still got to deal with it. You still got to work it out. And if you don't take the initiative and take the lead, the woman ain't going to do it. You know, because women do shit how they feel. Everything based on my feelings. You hurt my feelings. So she ain't going to do it 9 times out of 10. You know, so being passive, that won't work. And today, a lot of guys let the woman take the lead. Whatever she wants, right? What? Whatever she wants? Are you crazy? That could be anything. You give them an inch, they take a mile. You know, this is why you got guys out here now are like cuckolds, where it's cool if his wife sleeps with another guy in his presence. They can go on dates, whatever. That's cool, you know. And he'll tolerate it anyway. And you know how he justifies why it's okay? He'll record it and put it up on the internet and make some money. So that's justified. You know, at least we're getting paid from this other guy sleeping with my wife. So I'm a capitalist. So I'm getting paid from it. What kind of shit is that? This is what these guys are doing out here. So it's like, I don't understand that. You know, I don't get that. And women are telling these guys that they want other guys, or maybe a woman. Women are leading these relationships. Women are wearing the pants in the majority of these relationships today. And guys are going along with it. They're cool with it. It's all about her. I'm like, what? It's all about her. What part of the game is that? I didn't hear that growing up. I didn't see that. It's all about her. At the end of the day, I'm like, what? Well, how's that going for you, buddy? If you made it all about her, okay, go ahead. How's that going for you? You know, and it's always some old raggedy relationship, you know, because you let the woman take the lead. And women don't know what they want. They change from week to week, month to month. Every 2 to 5 years it change. Every 10 years it change. So how the hell are you gonna keep up with that shit if you let her take the lead? Women are like liquid. Guys supposed to be solid. You can't maintain liquid relationships. Go up and down. One day you're hot, next day you're cold. That's how women are. How you gonna follow that? One day her, I don't know, maybe she got her hormones are acting crazy and making her act depressed. And the next 6 months later, she's happy. You have to be solid. You have to be consistent. At least you're supposed to be anyway. And she'll respect that. Because she'll look at you like, oh, okay, he's like this all the time. He's solid. He's consistent. But if you're saying one thing and doing another thing, like a woman, well, she's not going to respect you. You know, you doing one thing and saying another thing. Maybe you make a lot of promises and don't deliver. She's not going to listen to you. Shit, you're not a good example. Hell, what the hell? I wouldn't listen to you either. I wouldn't take you serious either. You know, that makes sense to me. Shit. You know, and some guys sell a lot of women's dreams. You know, they do play the money game. Like, hey, I'm gonna be a millionaire and all this crazy nonsense. And then the bitch will take half of your money and leave. And the guy she leaves you with, he ain't really got no money. He make $30,000 a year on his job. And you sitting there, you can't believe it. Man, she left me for a guy that work at Walmart. Yeah. So you know you really suck if she left you for a Walmart guy. If you say you're a millionaire, but you left you for a Walmart guy, you gotta be horrible, brother. You know what I'm saying? So, you just we gotta be better leaders out here. Gotta stop being passive aggressive and forget all that talking, all that rah-rah shit and I can do this and I'm doing that. Do the shit, then come back and talk about it. That's how you talk. Do it, then talk about it later. That's better. You know, that's how I do it. I talking about some shit I did 2 years ago. Hey, you're bragging and boasting. No, I'm not. I'm not bragging about anything. I did it already. You being what they always say, be humble. What? Hell no, I am not humble. Hell no. I cringe when I hear people be humble. But they don't tell those other guys to be humble. They only tell us that bullshit. I don't like that. See, it's a double standard. You know, I'd be like, you're being arrogant. No, I can back it up though. That ain't arrogant. I back everything up I talk about. You know, if I was a fraud, you would have known by now. Because there's people that I was in the military with and college with, they follow me on this channel. So And plus, I show my face. You know how I look. There's a lot of faceless channels online. There's a lot of people you don't know how they look. Now, you might have seen a picture of them that got leaked out. Yeah, we seen that. But I show my face. You know how I look. Yeah. That means a lot online. That means a lot, boy. And there's people online that say, hey, yeah, they talk about me. Say, hey, yo, he's official. He's a real deal. Yo, he looked out for me. Yo, he gave me some good advice. There's millions of people that have said that. Millions of people have said that about me. Millions. Worldwide. Plus, I'm shadow banned. And millions of people have said that about me. Oh, man, let me stop. Hey, that's true, though. You know, that's really true. That's real shit. What up, Walter? 305, baby. ATL. What's up, YK Network Gaming? A lot of guys just want to smash or just find a way to live off some heifer. Yeah, that's true. You can live off the heifer for a while till she kick your ass out. 50-50. Yeah, that 50-50, that's bullshit. You know, you can live off a heifer for a while till she kick you out, get tired of you, and then she'll move on to the next guy. That's usually how that goes. You know, you can't really, those women are damaged. You can't really depend on them women like that. They're damaged. You know, the best you can do is get them good sex. Hopefully the sex lasts for a while. If you're gonna live with them, that's gonna be your best bet. You gotta be knocking them boots good. If you wanna live with her for a long period of time like that, like for real. You know, otherwise, she gonna kick you out. You know. But you know, hoes. I'm gonna do a video, another video talking about hoes. Why we love hoes, and hoes are fun, man. Yeah, man. We love hoes. Hey, we love Megan Thee Stallion. Let's just be honest. And if you say you don't like Megan Thee Stallion, you's a damn liar. You're a liar. You don't like Megan Thee Stallion. Everybody likes Megan Thee Stallion. You know how I know? She's on television. If you're on television in the mainstream media, yeah, they like you. That's how that goes. Everybody likes Megan Thee Stallion. She's at the awards on the red carpet. They like that big old ass. Yep. Even white guys like Megan Thee Stallion. Hell yeah, they like her. I like her too. I like how she look. You damn right. I follow her Instagram. I like looking just like everybody else like looking. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you saying, hey, I think that woman's attractive. Ain't nothing wrong. I'm not gay. So ain't nothing wrong with that. See, a lot of the passive aggressive nice guys will try to hide and act like they don't like the woman. Like, I don't want her to think I'm sweating her, man. What? What are you talking about? You sound stupid. I might not see her again after I leave. I don't want to miss out on my chances. You know? That don't make no sense. You know, they be trying to hide, like, man, I don't know, man. I don't want to sweat her. Just say hello. How you doing? Introduce yourself. Oh, hey, I'm gonna put the link in here. If you have anything you want to talk about, you can come on and we can talk about it. Oh, you might be a recovering nice guy. You know, if that's the case, hey, it's all good. You know, you might be in recovery. We can talk about it. You know, and you might be a recovering simp. Every guy has a simp chimp in them. Every guy has it. We've been raised to be simps in this country. And these guys are everywhere. You can't run from these guys. From the White House to the penthouse. I'm telling you, man. You know, you have guys that they're afraid to even say certain things because they know they'll get shamed for it. I'm not one of those guys, but there's guys that's like that out here. You know, they'll kiss the woman's ass, kiss all the woman's ass, wife, the women at the job, the mom. He kissing everybody's ass because he's afraid to say what's really on his mind. And over time, that builds depression. Guys will be depressed. Some guys might even commit suicide. You know. ATL.
Sharp, what's up, big bro?
What's going down, man?
Man, I can't complain, big dog. For a little couple of seconds, I'm finna get to work. Wait,
I hear you, man.
Man, let me say this. I agree with almost everything you said, but sometimes that $1 million guy, he might be that guy, and this other motherfucker just trash, and he don't know how to throw the trash away yet. You see what I'm saying? Like, but what I do agree with what you said, motherfucker might be like, man, I got down. He don't want to feel like a failure. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of guys don't want to feel like a failure, but that girl might just be trash, and he just goddamn now. When you going too far, like being a cuckold and shit, now you talking. They're like, bro, you stupid as hell. But see, and one thing else you said, and I think you know this too, like and respect is two different things. You see what I'm saying? I might like a hoe, but I don't respect you. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
You trash. It ain't no disrespect. We just tell the truth. But like what I text in the in the chat, we just gotta keep it real, bro. In the black community, thoughts and thugs are the leaders for the most part, bro.
Yeah, because they got them on television now.
Right. That's the thing. And see, we so hypnotized. I went to school with some people, right? They done went to college and everything. Now they coming back trying to get into music industry and shit. I'm like, bro, you were kind of like a nerd. You see what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with that. But why is you trying to? I know a guy, man. He doing life in prison right now. His mom was a doctor. He played basketball and everything. He went to Fresno State. But he got locked up for murder trying to be a gang member, bro. Trying to be a fucking gang member, man. But yeah, man, like you said too, when you trying to be nice and be rah-rah, you see what I'm saying? People don't generally respect that. Even if you can back it up. Like, let's say you trying to salute everybody. Oh yeah, that's what's up. We doing it big. And you playing your part, but it really comes from a.
Oh damn! I got lost ATL. Yeah, his audio was starting to go a little low. Maybe he had a bad connection somewhere somehow. But yeah, he made some good points. You know, he's you know, sometimes as a man, you have to make tough decisions, man. You know, it's not easy. Women are not going to make the tough decisions. If a woman makes a decision, it's going to be for her. She's thinking of herself. If you're thinking about yourself, that ain't a tough decision to make, because she's just thinking about her, just one person. She's not thinking about the kids. She's not thinking about you. She's not thinking about what y'all acquired over the years. So this is like if a woman, this is why when a woman leaves a man, all of a sudden, it's because she disconnected months ago. You know, so, and plus, sometimes it's easy to leave when you ain't really put shit in. And plus, she's just thinking about herself. So it's easy to leave a situation like that. But when a man makes a decision, a major decision like that, to move out, get a divorce, something like that, that's a major. He put a lot of thought into it. That's not something that guys do overnight. This is why a lot of guys don't leave women very often or get a divorce very often. There's nothing. We look at it from a logical point of view. Women look at it, it's all based on how they feel, emotions, But the problem is how a lot of us get caught up sometimes. We start to project our way of thinking onto a woman. For example, if a woman sleeps with a guy, you might look at it like, I don't understand why she would want to sleep with a guy like him. Look at him, look at me. I am established, well-known, etc. in the community. He's just a guy on the street. Nobody really knows who he is, but she smashed him anyway. See, that's how we get into trouble, because we think that she's supposed to see things the way you see it. It don't work that way. It's nothing logical about that man sleeping with that woman. There's nothing logical about that at all. That was just based. He just caught her at the right time, at the right moment, said the right things, and bam, it went down. That's all. It ain't had nothing to do with where he worked at. Not at all. It might not have nothing to do with how he looked either, believe it or not. Shit happens. Maybe he was just an assertive, masculine guy that told her what it was. He is who he is. She know that, she ain't gonna end up being with him, but she's used to calling the shots. She used to bossing the husband around, or her living boyfriend around. But with this guy that she just met, it's like a 360 with him. He don't do anything she tells him to do. He tells her what to do. And she not used to that. And she got turned on by that. And the shit goes down. It goes down in the DM. It goes down in the DM. It goes down in the DM. It goes down on the job too, boy. It goes down in the DM. So that's how a lot of guys, we make the mistake and we project our way of thinking onto a woman in certain situations. And to us, that don't make sense. I'm like, why would you fuck with a guy like that? I'm better than him. Okay, in your mind, but that doesn't really matter. they weren't really thinking like that at the time when they met. See, when you're a passive guy, or when you try to be a nice guy, and a lot of guys actually walk around and be like, "Oh, I'm a nice guy." Women go along with it too. Oh, he's a nice man. That's not a compliment when they do that or say that. But see, when you project yourself like you're a nice guy, most women don't believe you. Most women don't believe you. They'll say, they might not say it, but they'll be thinking like, wait a minute. He can't be this perfect. There got to be something about him that's not so good. You know, wait a minute. He can't be so clean cut, and you know, I know he's from a good family, but come on, man, he's too nice. So women don't believe that shit. They think that you're trying to manipulate them, which most nice guys are trying to manipulate them. They walk around on the eggshells, on the P's and Q's. And most women don't respect guys that's like that. And most of them relationships, they fail. They don't work. They don't last long. If they do last long, eventually they'll end up going their separate ways. That's how it usually go. You know. So hey, that's all I got, man. Like, share this episode. And P.S. and by the way, check out my merchandise on YouTube. If you go to I'm gonna share my screen. If you go to, wait a minute, that's not right. What I'm doing. If you go to hold up. You go to my YouTube channel and click on the store tab. It's what you see. See everything I got. This is my favorite right here. God is great, but respect is better. It's everything. Everything. Cups, whatever. Plus, some of the podcast videos are right here too. I put that up today. You know, so it's like, how many interviews? 41 interviews in video format. You know, so you got store tab, podcast tab. You know, you'll see that on my channel. I put that up today. I only interviewed 41 people. I thought it was more than that. That's not a lot. That's not really a lot of people. But, you know, some of them interviews I enjoyed, some of them I didn't, you know, but it's all good, you know. But that's where you get all that stuff at. And let's see. Yeah. I got the shorts, you know, and the yeah, that's about it. Really. But that's interesting. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. You know. Yo, phone went dead. Oh, it's all good, bro. It's all good. You know, I figured something went out on you. Either the internet went out, but the whole phone went out. It's all good, man. It's all good. You know, and don't forget to check out the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Check out the Patreon. Check out the podcast. Love Can't Wait. All that good stuff. Go grab a shirt or two. It's getting warm out here, summertime. You know what I'm talking about? You know? Yeah. You know, it's getting warm out here. It's sunny, hot today. You know, it's gonna get cool the weekend though. But it's summertime will be here before you know it. Until next time, I'm out. Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the stallion that I like. Hair from Cali, I live in the valley. Then you look sexy. Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the stallion that I like.